Downtown Marquette welcomed a new business on Washington Street recently. This morning, Ansley Watson is there to show us more about who they are and what they offer. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. I'm standing inside of The Gathered Earth. So this actually has been a business since 2012, but they recently just moved up to the Marquette area just a few weeks ago. Now we look around and they have fun things in here. Garden decor, house decor, homemade, handmade jewelry. Later in the hour, we're going to get to talk to the owner, one of the owners. It's a family-owned and operated business, so stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. That looks really cool. Now, as we're starting up the day, I know a lot of folks are keeping an eye on that rain. The Gathered Earth is a new gift shop in downtown Marquette. This morning, Ansley Watson is telling us more about the neat things you can find there. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. I'm in a really cool shop here. Erica Smith is joining me. She's one of the owners in The Gathered Earth. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you moved up here actually just recently.
We did.
The Gathered Earth has been a store for many of years.
We've been around.
Kind of tell us your story.
We started down in Appleton, Wisconsin. We were part of a garden center down there, and in 2014, the owner of the business wanted to get out of it. So my husband and I bought it. We moved it to a different location, and now we moved it here.
Moved it to Marquette, and we love it. We thank you for it. As we look around, how would you describe what your store is or what you have in your store? You're very passionate about it, as I've been talking to you this morning.
I am. I know. I can't keep my mouth shut. No, everything that we carry in here is stuff that I feel really strongly about. I've done a lot of research on it. It's either made in the U.S. or handcrafted or fair trade, and we try to do that whenever we can. Now, we don't get away from it completely, but that's really important to us. I like to have stuff that you can put out in your yard or that it can be outside, inside, because I think it's really important to bring the outside in and vice versa. I mean, you know, you want to be out in it, and you want your world to be beautiful around you, whether you're inside or outside.
What makes you unique? How do you try to set yourself apart from other stores?
I would have to say that just from talking to us having a conversation, you know that I try to know as much as I can about every product that I carry. And so when it comes to giving a gift, you want to feel like you're connected to it. It's not just about getting somebody something, otherwise you can get a gift card for them. And not that there's anything wrong with it, but sometimes you want something that's has a little bit more to it, and so that's what we try to do.
And for instance, really, we look over at these glass-blown ornaments over here. Now, you look at it, you just think it's a glass-blown ornament. There's a story behind these.
There is. Every single one of them has a story. So depending upon the color combination, they come in two sizes. There's a small and a medium. Actually, there's one much larger than that. But and each one has a story. So if you're looking for a gift for somebody, you can choose the color combination for whatever the event is or something like that. This is called their Tree of Enchantment line. There's Tree of Celebration. There's Tree of Rebirth. There's Tree of Motherhood, Tree of Fatherhood, Tree of Knowledge. So Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduation's coming up. Makes really great gifts for that. Wonderful wedding gifts. Because people don't buy that kind of thing for themselves, but they love to get it.
To receive it. And behind us here, we've got some handmade crafted jewelry as well. These are really interesting. Very cool. How did this gentleman make these pieces?
His name is Devin Johnson, and he is a history buff. So he just takes old pieces, takes them apart and puts them back together into wearable art. So we have like the machine cuff bracelet. So these are old machine plates. This is the World War II bracelet. This has every penny in it from the war, 40 through 45, with the steel penny put in there too that they made for a short amount of time in 43. These are made out of bike spokes, and then he just adds a little bit of pieces in there just to add some kinetic interest. This is the Model T, made this out of Model T hubcaps. It's a bracelet that he made out of that. And then he does the money clips that are super cool. The metal from that is made out of kick plates from the bottom of doors. These are the base out of his antique harnesses. So he finds all that stuff that a lot of people would maybe pitch and makes it into something cool.
And then I wanted to point out these necklaces. Fun fact about me, I love ginkgo leaves, so these are really, I love this. But these are kind of cool. They're different. Talk about how the lady made these.
Okay, so I feel like every necklace should have this. So the back, she just puts a button on there. So when you go to put it over your neck, you pull the button, the whole thing slides over.
Genius.
Yep, and then it can be whatever length you want. So you're not constrained to the 16, 18, 24, 30 inch. So then you can make it whatever length you want. It's really good for people who don't like working clasps.
They're the worst.
Yeah, they can be really terrible. So it makes it really easy.
All right, Erica, stay with us. We'll talk more about the shop later in the hour.
Great.
Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. Those are really neat items. And as we're starting up the day, I know
a collection of home and garden decor can be found at a new store located in downtown Marquette, recently moved from Northeast Wisconsin. And Ansley joins us at the Gathered Earth on Washington Street to show us more. Good morning again, Ansley.
Good morning, Andrew. That's right. We can continue our conversation on the Gathered Earth, and Erica Smith is joining me this morning, one of the owners. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
So we've kind of checked out the front of your store here.
Yep.
We went towards the back just to show more of your product of what you guys have here at the Gathered Earth. Let's go into it. What do we have right behind us here?
Right behind us, one of the lines that I really like is Milk House candles, and you were experiencing
Smells
them
amazing.
earlier. Yeah. Great candle line. It comes out of Iowa. It's a mixture of soy and beeswax. Super long burn time, and they burn really clean. That's always a big issue for people, is they want it to burn clean, and they do. Couple of different sizes, a lot of really great scents. This is a local gal. This is Natasha. She goes around and picks barnwood and barn posts, and she makes them into really cool tea lights. She has picture frames that we'll probably see here in just a second. So we're carrying her. Over here we have Cycle Dog collars.
I love this. This is incredible.
This is the best line ever. Dog people, I am telling you, this is the last collar you will ever buy your dog because they don't get stinky. And I had you check out Abby.
Tell the example.
Okay,
Tell it. You have
she
to.
got into some raccoon stuff on Saturday, and it was all in her collar. It was a real mess. Washed it out. You cannot smell it.
I literally bent down and smelled
Right.
her collar. I couldn't smell a thing.
I know, but it's a great collar. It actually has a bottle opener on it. The buckle is good to 500 pounds of pull, so if you got a puller, you don't have to worry about
Very
it popping off of them. Yep, made in Portland, Oregon. Just a really great product, and they have a lot of other dog, bowls, and they have toys and stuff like that. So they have a pretty decent product line there.
Wonderful. Moving on here is more of the gardeny looking stuff, as we were saying earlier.
Yeah, this is, if you're looking for a nice little gift for somebody, you don't want to go over the top, but you're looking for a little something. This is Mudlark soap, and they have a lot of really great scents. They have, it's one that's more of a citrusy smell. They have a lavender. They have a almond scent, and it's a quadruple milled soap, so they last a good long time. They're packaged really nice. And they do matching candles and matches and stuff like that, so you can do a nice little grouping of things for people.
I have to point out on the wall, that is Haitian art. Tell us the story behind that.
Haitian oil drum art. It comes out of Haiti. It's a fair trade company. They ship stuff to folks in Haiti in oil drums, not necessarily oil. They use it as a shipping container, and then they need to find a way to make use of it once it's out of its useful life. So they clean them out, pound them flat, draw the design on there, get rid of what they need to with a hammer and chisel, and then they come back again with other tools to put all the artwork on it. So it's labor intensive, but really beautiful.
And moving on, scanning, we see some soap. You have a lot of cards here.
Yep,
Really
our card
great
lines
cards.
are great. They really are great. It's Cathartic. We do Cathartic. We do Shannon Martin, and we do Katie Daisy. They're all really great lines. They just get to the point and with not a lot of words, but really just beautiful card line.
Now, when we were talking about how you guys are unique or how you set yourself apart from other stores, this jewelry will probably do it.
Oh my gosh,
What
I
is
love
this?
it. Okay, so this line, I have waited to carry this line forever. I sent them sand from Marquette, and they sent me back jewelry made out of it. So they're out of Cape Cod, and great graduation gifts, because unfortunately for a lot of people, they're not all going to get to stay, so some are going to have to go. They can take a little bit of Marquette with them. Great for wedding gifts, since a lot of people are coming here to get married, or groomsmen gifts. They do the Gulf tool, if you're looking for something for groomsmen. They also do tie bars and cufflinks, that kind of thing.
Wonderful. Erica, is there anything else you'd like to say about being here in Marquette and just the Gathered Earth?
Well, we're super excited. We're super excited to be here, and my husband is so thrilled to be back. He's really missed it. So we're glad to be back and be part of the community. We're
I'm
excited
glad to
about
have
that.
you. Thank you so much for being with us this
Thanks so much for
morning.
coming.
Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back. More of your TV6 Morning News after the break.